I'm SP from Better Podcasting and the Gonna Geek Gear YouTube channel, both part of the GonnaGeek.com network. I am so excited today because I have something that I've been waiting for years. This is the Rodecaster Pro II. It just arrived today, and I've got the dust cover for it as well. I'll unbox those in a second here. Why did I want these? Well, for years, I've had what was considered at once a Skyposaurus. I had an audio rack, still do right now, on my podcasting decks that has a DBX286S, a Behringer compressor, another DBX286S, and a power channel strip. And on top of that, I have a Mackie Pro FX16V2 mixer, which is huge, and it takes up a lot of desk space that I, quite frankly, would like for another monitor. I would also like the ability to do a lot of things that I can't today that I will be able to with the Rodecaster Pro II. One of the things that I wanted to wait for was the combo jack. So the Rodecaster Pro II moved from the XLR only inputs to the combo jacks, which also include 1/4 inch inputs. It has better preamps into it, allegedly. I'm really excited to try that out. So maybe I can get rid of those DBX286S's or don't have to run FET heads or cloud lifters or any sort of additional gain for the microphone. I also wanted a better interface. I wanted the better headphone amp. So there was just a lot of things that I wanted better that I didn't get with the Tascam Mixcast 4, any of the Zoom line, the P8, the L12. The PodTrack P4 is amazing for a mobile capability, but I wanted more for my studio. And this arrived on the scene, and I heard about it, and I slept on it overnight. I'm like, SP, what are you doing? You need to order this. So I ordered it the next day. It took a couple of months or at least 6 weeks or so to come in. It finally came in today. I was at work. I knew it was coming in. Sweetwater gave me a tracking number, but I thought it'd be closer to the end of the day, but nope. They shipped via FedEx, and FedEx arrived early in the morning and dropped it off on my doorstep. So I rushed home to get it off my doorstep because, of course, that's not safe anymore, right? And I rushed home, and then I was like, hey, I have to share this with everybody instead of just unboxing it. So I'm here to unbox it with you in all my excitement. I'm looking forward to having 3 monitors on my podcast desk and more to come with that. I've got an overall podcast studio upgrade that's underway right now, and I'm really looking forward to sharing that all with you. And I have been a little bit along the way, but this is the main piece de resistance that's going to be the main focal point that's going to enable a lot of things on my podcasting desk and enable me to do a lot of things as well. One detriment to this right off the bat, it only has 4 inputs. Yes, it does have some USB-C inputs as well, so maybe up to 6 inputs in addition to the soundboard. But I wanted more. I just didn't get it. I figured I can make do until maybe another gear comes along. But when you consider the 2 DBX286S's, which are arguably a little bit over $200 right now, the Mackie Pro FX16V2 mixer, about $550 still today if I went with a V3. And then everything else that went with it is well more than this, which is in the $650 to $700 range. So definitely well worth getting this. Enough preamble. Let's get into this box and see what we got. I hope this is actually the mixer. It might actually be the dust cover, but I think it's the mixer. So let's see. Ooh, right away, we got the Sweetwater sign, thank you, sticker with it. I'm not really into all that many stickers. If you're into stickers and you like stickers, let me know. What do you do with them? Are they a sign of like your gear? Do you just like having stickers? I don't know. Let me know. My daughter on her laptop, she's going through nursing school right now, and she wants to keep her MacBook case just because it has a lot of stickers on it that she doesn't want to get rid of. The catalog, Sweetwater catalog, well packed in bubble wrap. Oh, of course, the candy. I'll admit, I'm big into the Tootsie Roll, maybe the peppermint, but the rest of it, I'm not so big on, so somebody else will have that. Oh, just right there. You have the bubble wrap, and it's right in there. there is nothing more in that box, so I'm going to put the box to the side. Rodecaster Pro II. Turn the box around. You can see it, all its glorious splendor. This is long awaited for. Just wish it wasn't so much money, but glad to spend the money on something that's actually going to work for me. As you all know, I've done many podcasts each week over the years since I started podcasting, and this will just make everything easier for me. We'll see. Slide out of the sleeve. Ooh. The back has all this great, just line drawing, really. Not too much color on this. Color was definitely on the sleeve. In the back, lots of information, ultra low noise, high gain revolution preamps, minus 135.7 dBV EIN, 76 dB of gain, 4 high-quality Nutric combo inputs for connecting microphones and instruments, broadcast quality faders, and high-resolution touchscreen with haptic feedback. I don't know if I need the haptic feedback, but I do like the larger high-resolution touchscreen. Dual USB-C interfaces for simultaneous connection to 2 computers and/or mobile devices. That's definitely going to be interesting. You're going to open up maybe broadcasting to a Discord channel while I stream otherwise through like StreamYard or wherever I want to stream. Advanced Bluetooth. I have not been keen on any of the Bluetooth to date, but maybe this will be different on any of the systems. Individually assignable channels for personalized mixer configurations. Studio grade effects and Aphex processing. We'll see if that is good enough to replace my DBX286. Light, fully programmable smart pads with bank switching, so you can have multiple screens basically in the smart pads, and multifunction smart pads too, so you can use them as mini controllers. Multi-track or stereo recording to micro SD card, USB storage device, or computer. And honestly, I need to order a 256 gigabyte SD card so I can have it in here. And just a graphic of all of the connections and inputs and outputs. So with that, let's get into the box. Welcome to Next Level Audio. I kind of like to think my audio is fine the way it is, but ooh, you open it up and it's right there. There's got to be something in here. Yep, power cord in the lid there. Yep, that was it. Just the power cord in the lid. And you got, ooh, this is nice and light. I expected it to be a little heavier. And then cords and stuff in the middle of the box. Let's see what's in the middle of the box first. Ooh, big USB-C cable. Power adapter. Yeah, that goes with the power cord. I'm pretty sure you can actually run it off a computer if need be, but I will be running it off of the power cord. This is incredibly much smaller than my Mackie mixer. Of course, my Mackie mixer is 16 channels and a bunch of auxiliary outs for mix minuses, so it's hard to compare the two. There is some digital mix minuses with this, but I don't know, just the width, the length. This is so much smaller on my desk space. Oh man, I'm gonna have some risers underneath, or yeah, that are rising up my monitors, so I guess it's underneath the monitors. And by monitors, I mean screens, computer screens. So this is gonna fit underneath one of them, and it's just gonna open up so much desk space. So glad I've got this now. Okay. All right, this is what we've got. Pads don't depress in, so I can only imagine they're just a touch. Sliders are really smooth. They're not notched at all, so it's not like you're going up and down discrete spots. These do press in on the top. Got the record button that presses in. These don't though. And then the knobs. So this is a click knob, and these are just smooth knobs for the headphone amps. The screen pages do press in, and the mute buttons and the hearing buttons, I don't know exactly what that is. I'll have to look into that. They depress as well. I'm going to turn this around so the camera in front of me can see everything. This is amazing with the sliders, the pads, and the colors are just going to be phenomenal when they actually light up. I do like the fact that you can put speakers into these because I do have speaker monitors on my desk right now, so those will transfer from the Mackie into this quite easily. The headphone amps out the back, I only need one for my studio, but if I was going to do stuff, I'd need more than one. And of course, the two USB-Cs with the USB-C power. And I do have quite a bit of internet in my studio, so it has an Ethernet port. No idea what that does, maybe direct download of firmware. So I'm going to keep that plugged in. And the SD card is also in the back. It's not in right now, but it's all in there. 4 combo jacks, 4 quarter-inch headphone jacks, quarter-inch speaker out, the USB-Cs, the mini SD card, and the Ethernet. Wow. Very light compared to what I was thinking. I am looking for a long relationship with this for sure, and can't wait to actually use this. Now, I heard that this had some sort of plastic on it, but I don't see plastic. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I didn't get one with plastic. Maybe I got one that had been turned in already. Maybe they opened it already on me. I don't know. But I do know that if this works, there's not a blemish on it. Let's see, the actual face here is metal, and the sliders do have dust guards in them, which is good. The sides is plastic, but it's not like, I mean, I wouldn't throw a piece of audio equipment anyway, but if this was going to land on the floor, it's got a good chance of surviving. But I don't know with all the electronics in there. I'm not going to try it. I'm not going to try the Mackie approach where the mixers are tough as tanks and you drive over them, put them in the freezer, and they still work. I'm not going to do that with this. This is not meant to be a Mackie. It's meant to sit on a desk or be carried in a case to put on a desktop. It's not meant to be thrown around in a band type atmosphere. All right, so that is the Rodecaster Pro II. I'm going to do the dust cover right now because I'm really interested in how this fits. It was an extra $50. I did purchase this by myself on my own. This was not given to me by Rode. Rode is kind of infamous for giving review models to podcasters because, well, they wanted to advertise. But it also makes me think, were those reviews of the Rodecaster original, the Rodecaster Pro, were they truly honest or not? I know some were, some weren't. We tended to call it out how we saw it on Better Podcasting. Well, the bonus with having a second box here is you get a second box of candy. Okay. Points for you, Sweetwater. The same thank you and catalog, which I didn't necessarily need 2 of. And then the Rode dust cover, and there's nothing underneath there. Rodecaster Pro II, nice color, and does say cover for the Rodecaster Pro II, or II. And if you were looking at this thinking you were going to get the Rodecaster Pro out of this, you'd be sadly mistaken. All right, it looks like it's a rip box. Ooh. All right, what I like about this is it has the Rodecaster Pro II in the same gold lettering on the cover. And it's just plastic, molded plastic, kind of cheap plastic. I mean, if this would fly across the room for whatever reason, I could see it getting chipped or whatever. but it's also light. And we'll put it on top right now. It is a nice fit. I mean, it's not hermetically sealed or anything, but you're not trying to hermetically seal it. You're just trying to keep the surface dust off, especially getting in to the crevices of the knobs and in the sliders and stuff. And I could tell you with the Mackie Pro FX 16 V2 mixer that I have, keeping dust on it off of it was a major issue. Used dust cans and tried vacuums, which you're not necessarily supposed to do with electronics, but I didn't see the point with the brushes on it in order to get it off. And I do have a cover, but it's not transparent. It's an actual like fabric cover that goes over it. And one of the issues that I had with that was heat. I don't see any heat vents in this, but if you did, I could see dust getting in, so kind of glad that they don't. So I wouldn't want to keep this on as the device was on too much. I don't know how much heat it generates, but I would be concerned about that. In the meantime, it would look great when it's not doing anything. I mean, it'll turn off. There is a on-off switch in the back, and I think I'll be using that. What I had been doing before with the Mackie mixer is I was using the power strip to click it on and off, and had the actual physical switch on the back of the mixer on the whole time, because I couldn't really reach over it to get to it. And with this, I think I'll be able to get to it a lot easier, the power of this a lot easier. So I don't know if I will actually connect it to the power. I think I will, because then I can just hard wire it off, and if there's a storm coming or whatever, I don't have to worry about a power surge coming through the off. I mean, if it's big enough, it'll get through the circuit anyway, but if it's big enough, I've got bigger problems than just this mixer. All right, so that is the unboxing of the Rodecaster 2. Look for more content on this channel and on Better Podcasting as I work this through its paces. Really excited to get this integrated into my studio in the coming days. Won't happen today, will probably happen over the weekend. And if you have any questions on what you want to know what this thing does or doesn't do, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will attempt to answer them in future tests. So thank you very much for listening to this. If you like content like this, please subscribe to the channel. If you like this video in particular, please give it a like, and we will see you next time. Thanks for sticking with me today. Bye.